Hello, mates. Hello, 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 hello. I really need to make a title sequence for this. Um, I'll put this lower. Okay. So good evening, you guys. Good afternoon or good night. I don't know. Whatever time of day you're watching this. I know I said I was gonna do this entire thing that I'm doing right now off screen, but I kind of I was busy, so I didn't have the time to do it. I'm terribly sorry, you guys. Please don't hate me. Yeah, but yeah. So right now I'm doing that because apparently this big idea that I had, this brilliant idea in my mind turned out to be quite unsuccessful and quite a uh turned out to be a bit of a fail, you know. But if I can just place the water correctly, then maybe we can get some progress here. Um, oh shoot, there we go. So yeah, you guys. All right, let's get down to business here and drop. Oh shoot, and drop the water properly, just like that. That's wonderful, beautiful, brilliant, just magnificent. Oh, score center. Whoopsies. Uh, and I got a new Snapchat from Junior. I should probably tell him I'm recording a video right now, and I wish he was here, or at least you folks or you cowpokes wish he was here. You guys miss Junior? No, not at all. That's not nice. You guys should miss Junior. He misses you. Well, not really. He doesn't really. It's like he doesn't even exist anymore for this channel. It's like he forgot all about it. About it. But no, I know he still what wishes or hopes to make more videos with me. Um, I still gotta edit a whole bunch of the alright, a whole bunch of the Wind Waker videos. I have them. I have one episode uploaded. Now I just need to upload two, maybe two more episodes, depending, because I have like about I don't know, like I don't know. I have like a good, I would say maybe good 45 minutes maybe worth of footage for Wind Waker. So I mean, you know, I have a fairly decent amount, excuse me, to you know what? Sorry, I just realized something. I'm gonna save myself some time and put the water in the middle here because there's already water. Oh, there's water because there's water in under here, so it works for both this ditch, I guess you could say, and this ditch. So if I put water here, it's only working for this ditch. However, if I put it here, it'll work for both ditches. See, I'm genius, you guys. Thought this through. So I actually can go through here. I just gotta do this side. I'm retarded. Okay. Um, and where was I? Oh yeah, so I have a good amount of footage to edit for Wind Waker. I think I'll get a good 3 episodes out of it. I'll spoil some for you. So far in 3 episodes, the furthest we've recorded yet was just getting onto the boat. So you get an idea of how much progress Junior made. By the way, Junior is playing it, not me. Mainly because it's his favorite. So he was like, I want to play it. I was like, all right, sure, why not? So since he's playing Wind Waker because it was his favorite Zelda game, um, my favorite Zelda game of all time is Ocarina of Time. So if I'm gonna do a Zelda series, it's gonna be Ocarina of Time. Then I'll probably do either Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess because I like those two. And Junior, if anything, if Junior would, I mean, we have Majora's Mask, so we can do Majora's Mask, but I never played it, so it would be like completely new for me. Um, you know what? Now that I think about it, actually, I would not mind at all doing Majora's Mask series. It would be very interesting to do. 'Cause I don't know what I'm doing, and Junior barely knows what he's doing. I mean, he's like I went to his house the other day and he put Majora's Mask on his Wii. He got I don't know like a forest temple. I don't know. There was some type of monkey character and I don't even know where he is. So you can just see about how far he got and I guess we're not too far into Majora's Mask. So if we play Majora's Mask, it'd be a blind. In other words, we are completely new at it, so we have absolutely no idea what we're doing. So it'd be like like it'd be interesting because we would have to learn, and then it'd be fun for you guys to watch because if you're watching it and you've played Majora's Mask and you know everything, then you're probably gonna be like yelling at the screen, watching of how a rhetorical playthrough we do because we don't know what we're doing. But that's from Majora's Mask. But yeah, I would do Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time actually is my favorite um, Zelda game in the entire Zelda series. Because I'm not, I'll be honest with you guys. I've never played any of the Game Boy Advance games for the Zelda series. The only one that I played was Legend of Zelda, the second. No, no, yeah, I think the second one where you can see Link in like a side-scrolling view. Excuse me. That's the only like GBA version I've played. And the reason for this is not because I have nothing against it. Honestly, I don't. It's the reason why I never really actually play the versions. I call myself. I don't call myself a big Zelda, like the biggest Zelda fan out there, but I love Zelda. All right, so I'm a fan, but I'm not one of those hardcore fans that played every single game. And the reason for this, because when I was younger, I didn't have a Game Boy Advance, and my parents didn't. We didn't. I wasn't privileged enough, or didn't have that opportunity to get video games. I was born in a very, I guess you could say, different family culture. Very different family culture. My family is Hispanic, so I mean, it's not super, different. But what makes my family stand out from the rest, actually, just my side of the family. I mean, from my mom's side. My cousins are, if I were born with my cousins, I probably would have played every Zelda game. But with my mom, what makes me stand out from most families and from most kids was that growing up at a young age, I was never exposed to mainstream stuff. When people mention like a friggin' my godbrother actually, I can actually use this as a legitimate story. My godbrother, friggin' he said, "Oh, have you ever seen the Master of the Skies movies?" I'm like, "No, I never seen it." And like many kids from the night or yeah, well they're not kids anymore, but many folks from the 90s, early 90s, they say, they've seen all these, they name all these classic movies that I never seen before. So yeah, Master of Disguise is one of them. There are a few others, not too many, because later on in life I eventually, on my own time, watched the movies. But the reason why I didn't see most of the things that most 90s kids enjoy is because my mother was born on a very very heavy 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 Christian sort of life. And it's not your average Christian type of person that she was. No. She was hardcore. She went back to the golden ages, like literally. She doesn't wear pants at all. Never. You'll never catch my mom wearing pants, not even pajamas, because she's from that she's in that mindset of believing that a woman shouldn't wear pants. And so if you can already imagine, well, geez, that's really, hardcore Christianity there. Some people are probably saying that is, that's not, that's retarded, but that's her belief. And because she was my mother, and I have nothing, don't go out and start saying, oh, your mother was a bad mother, she's forcing her religion upon you. While that is somewhat true, um, she was my mother and she raised me according to her, to what she believed to be was, proper way of raising a child, and she raised me to the best of her abilities, and I thank her for that. Even though I didn't, have that childhood that everyone dreamed or had apparently, so I stand out slightly different, apart from the rest. So I guess tying that back to what I was trying to say, yeah, I never really played the GBA Zelda games, so I, uh, I know when I try playing one, I don't want to be, very, I try not to be, because I've seen a whole bunch of memes where it's like kids these days look back at games saying, "Oh my God, the graphics are horrible. How could someone play that?" You know, it's not about the graphics. It's about the gameplay itself and how, how great of an experience you can have. So I try not to judge any of the older Zelda games based off the way it looks. However, when I do tend to play them, as much as I hate to admit it, I find myself feeling that way. Like, it looks weird. I'm not used to that because, like just mentioned, I wasn't raised on that type of culture. So I never played the GBA game, and I don't know how I got onto this topic. Like I said, you guys, this is why I hate commentating by myself. I tend to rant and just drive off anyway. And so, The Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time was actually my favorite game of all time because not only did I enjoy the entire game, the game itself, but it was actually my first Zelda game, excuse me, that I've ever played. Um, and the best part was, it wasn't even my Nintendo that I played it on, because my mom. It's funny, everything ties back to my mom. My dad has like he's I'm not saying he's not a part of my life. God forbid. He's my dad. But me and my dad weren't super close, so I don't know. But my mom, she was a nanny, and she was a nanny for this family, and they've been very nice to us. In fact, they're right as of now, they actually help pay for my college tuition. So like, I have a lot to be thankful for, especially them. But they were, a very wealthy white family. And so they had the N64 when it came out, and boy, those were some great times. So they got Ocarina of Time. The oldest son of their oldest son got Ocarina of Time, and then I guess I was like, it looks like a fun game. I was like, I don't know, I'd say I was 10. I don't know how long ago it was. Someone do the math for me. And so I got my hands on it, and I played it, and I had to say, dude, it was just great. I don't even remember what made me, what was the biggest thing that made me love the game so much. But I'll tell you, I remember watching the oldest son play the game. I remember trying to play it. The furthest I would get would be Dodongo's Cavern. Actually, it was just before Dodongo's Cavern. I could never pass I couldn't figure out the entrance to Dodongo's Cavern. Fortunately, though, at that time, internet was around and it was fast enough for folks to search playthroughs. Yeah, walkthroughs. So I found a walkthrough and I figured out, and I was like, oh, okay, so I got to throw a bomb right there. So I managed to get through, or actually find Dodongo's Cavern, and you know, it was my first time. I got a lot of help from the walkthrough I found online, but most of the stuff I tried getting through by myself. The water temple, like when I got in, just from the look of it, I was like, all right, this is confusing. I literally did the entire water temple via the walkthrough. So as much as you guys are gonna hate me for not being a true Zelda player, yes, I used a walkthrough for it, and I I never actually completed it on my own. So if I do the Ocarina of Time series, I do promise to do it completely on my own, no matter how hard it gets. If I get lost, shoot, won't be able to look at a walkthrough. That's a promise I'll keep, just to make things more interesting. So that was actually my favorite. That's actually my favorite Zelda game, and now you know the reason why. Yeah. So yeah, it was a really really great game for me. It was one of the biggest things of my childhood. I especially remember watching the oldest son go into the fire temple, and I remember him fighting what's the dragon's name? Dude, I forgot the dragon's name, but I just remember watching him try to fight it, and it was just fun. Um, just watching him, just the gameplay. I love playing it, and I enjoyed watching someone else, play through it just as much. It was a great experience. And let me tell you right now, The intro song, I love the intro to Ocarina of Time. Just the music really takes me back to those days where I was sitting on the floor where I was sitting on a pillow on the floor, looking up towards the screen, and just watching the kid play the entire game. Just brings back memories, you guys. Brings back memories. Um, so yeah, that's that. I don't even know how I got to this. Oh yeah, uh, Wind Waker. Yes, we got episodes. I have well, we I mean I have episodes waiting to be edited. Um, and then when I do edit them, I'll upload them. And I guess after Junior and I get more video recording footage, we'll make them public and we'll start the Wind Waker series. And hopefully it'll be a solid series. Um, I'm actually having a debate, but this debate that I'm having in my head, I just looked down at the recording time. You won't be able to, you'll have to watch till next episode, because right now this episode is gonna end, and I'm gonna explain a lot in the next episode. So see you guys in just right in a few moments, or I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Stare at the creeper for the exit. Commence exit.